Hi guys, how are you? How you guys doing? How was your week? Welcome to these musings. What are they doing? I'm sure you guys know that by now. What are they doing? And it's another episode. This episode is a very sensitive one. Very sensitive. So, how was your week? I'm asking how your week went again because my week was exhausting. Very exhausting. Very, very, very exhausting. I was like mentally tired, emotionally tired. Like everything just went topsy-turvy at some point. I'm like, what is happening? You know, everything. Death of George Floyd, yeah, and the protest against racism. You know, how we have to be identified by the color of our skin somehow first, not by the value we bring to the table. You know, it's disheartening that someone sees you, someone with a different skin color from yours sees you and then asks you questions relating to your skin color or the original color of your hair if you haven't dyed it. You know, how it is that we're judged by what we see, what people see outwardly, the color of our skin, not by what we stand for, not by our values or our principles or how amazingly intelligent and how creative and innovative we are. It's very, very disheartening. And then to bring it home to Nigeria, the rape case. So I stumbled on the news of the death of Owa, a 100-level Uniben student who was raped, brutalized, and murdered in a church where she went to read, and I am heartbroken. I'm heartbroken not because I know her, but because I can't identify with her. You know, and it just, I normally wouldn't talk about things like this, you know, because I understand how very sensitive it is. So I'm very careful about the things I say when I talk about topics like this. But I saw Owa's body and I just lost it. Like, it just wanted something in me, and I don't know if I can still place it yet. But it just something just snapped in me, and I became angry. I became angry. Like, why rape? Why? That has been the question on my mind, on my heart, and in the conversations I have had since I saw that piece of news. Why would you strip someone of her dignity? Whether a child or an adult, why would you snatch something priceless, something of worth from somebody? Why would you think that you are sexually aroused by a 5-year-old, 6-year-old? In fact, some outrageous incidents, you are aroused by a 6-month-old baby. Why? And then this young adult that was just beginning to start her life, you decide to take away her dignity. You strip her of everything in such a shameful manner. Then you inflict pain. Physical pain is bad enough that you have inflicted mental and psychological pain on her. You inflict the physical pain to the point of death. You take her life. You take her dignity, you take her pride, and then you take her life. Why? And this is not me trying to ignore the men folk that have also been sexually assaulted and sexually abused. But right now, right here, I just want to talk about the women that have been through this for a bit. Please, if you are a rape apologist, I'm going to have to plead with you in every bit of sensibility that I possess right now, please, if you will not watch this video and have a rethink about your ideas and about your beliefs about rape, then I think you should just skip through. Honestly, I just think you should skip through this video, because I will not stand a rape apologist under this post. No, 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 no. You know why? Because rape affects the individual in more ways than we can imagine. For some people, they think it's physical, but it is more than that. Rape affects the individual psychologically. It affects that individual mentally. Heck, it affects that individual emotionally. It affects that individual obviously sexually. So please, rape is not something to be joked about. It is not something to try to play with like you're playing a game or something. No, 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 no. There are a lot of people that have been defamed by the people they trusted. There are a lot of people that have been defiled by those people that were put in charge of them by their guardians. There are a lot of people that have been stripped of everything they once held dear by the people they thought would help them protect that thing. So please, please, I beg of you, don't even think you can come and make light of this issue today. No, no, not today. Not today. Not today. Why rape? Why? Why rape? Why? Even if this person was old enough to consent, it still is not an excuse enough for you to go ahead with your desires, which are animalistic, by the way. It's not enough. It is not enough. It is not enough. See, I have been upset this week about the issue, but I have not been as upset as I have been when I read some of the comments about the story. The one that really put me off the most was the person who said, school is not even in session yet, so why did she go to read? You know, for all we know, Uwa, God rest her soul, could have been a Vance girl who met her Waterloo, more or less. That was what that comment was about. And I was livid. Like, are there human beings who still think this way in 2020? My God, something has to be done. Something has to be done. Something has to be done, honestly. It's high time we make conversations about this, because rape apologists are going out there not even minding what is happening in the society. You know, they see someone that is raped, and then all of a sudden it's the person's fault. Haba. This girl was in the prime of her life, and everything, literally everything, including her life, was taken from her. What did she do to deserve death? What did she do to deserve rape? Come on. Rape is... My heart is bleeding. My heart is bleeding because I can identify with this story. You know, I know people in my circle that have gone through this. A lot of us are healing. A lot of us are not even there yet. Some of us are not the same. In fact, more than 90% of us are not the same. And so this caught me differently. We need to start talking about this. Rape is unacceptable. You cannot. See, and this is even beyond consent right now, right? Consent is very important, but beyond that, you need to stop for a minute and think logically. If this is my sister, if this was my child, if this was my partner, you know, someone I'm in love with, if this is someone I genuinely care for, if this is someone that I was supposed to protect, would I do this? Now, I believe that if these perpetrators would just stop for a minute and think, well, obviously they were not thinking, that's if they even had a brain in their heads, then a lot of these issues will not be happening. a lot of them will not be happening. So I was upset like this, and then a dear friend of mine chatted me up, and the person said, I'm tired of all this hashtag justice for this, you know, hashtag stop rape, hashtag say no to rape, and all of that. And the person said, I'm tired because it feels like we're just making a noise, like we're making noise about this. And then the person asked, do you honestly think that something will be done? And I told the person, I said, honestly, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. But what I do know is that we need to have a conversation about this. You know, the people that I had conversations about this topic with during the week, I told them, I said, this just shows us that we have to do better as parents. We have to be responsible. We need to do better in this coming generation, you know, to raise the next generation. Why? Because some of us got healing outside our comfort zone. We couldn't tell those closest to us. We couldn't tell those that we loved. We couldn't tell our parents. We couldn't tell our teachers. You know, some of us even tried to talk about it, and we were stigmatized. Some of us were beaten for it. Some of us were punished for even trying to concord such stories. You know, so a lot of us got healing from strangers outside, in fact, a whole circumference outside our comfort zone. And it has done something to some of us psychologically. Some of us will never be the same again, while some of us have learned from that, and which is the point I really want to raise with this video. We need to do better. We need to be responsible. We should be responsible enough to allow those people that are put in our care to come talk to us. You know, our parents might have failed because they did not know better, but now we do. Now we're enlightened. Now we are a noisier generation. We talk about things. We give our opinion. We're a more opinionated generation. And so we should become responsible people as well. Let us become our brother's keeper. Now, when you say, oh, no, it's not that deep. Excuse me, it is that deep. You need to be responsible for yourself first. You should tell yourself that you will not allow anybody shut your voice, yet you will look out for the next person, because what happens to the next person also affects you. For crying out loud, if something happens to you, at least one or two people around you will be affected. And it is the same way, it should be the same way for you. And that is safe for people to thrive, where we raise boys that are responsible for both themselves, their boyfriends and their girlfriends, where we raise boys that look beyond the physical when it comes to women, and they are ready, first off, to have intellectual, responsible conversations first. It's not just about what the girl has in front of her, or her body frame, or her body figure, where we raise boys who do not see girls as objects. That is the weight of the responsibility that we have in this generation. We need to do better. My God, we need to do better. We have to do better. I beg of you, we have to do better. Enough of having girls that just go about as empty shells because of what they have been through and cannot talk about it. Enough. We need to have a society that is whole in every sphere of the word. Whole and healthy. Please, I beg of you, let us do better. Let us do better. Let us do better. We have, the onus is upon us to do better. That's all I just wanted to say. It's not a topic where we can laugh and make jokes, you know. And I really want us to have a rethink. And till the next time you see this face, have an amazing, thought-filled week. I know you can't see someone behind me. She's currently in a vacay mode. Well, not really vacay mode, but she's under the weather. Like the weather is upon her like a duvet. Yeah, basically. But till the next time you see me, I really hope that we see the silver lining in the clouds.